So I'm part of the games industry in Chicago, and we have a major, major problem. It's absolutely 100% busted. It's a town that's produced, dozens of hits, got IP like Halo coming out of here, but it's broken. So I'm going to share why it's broken and give some ideas on how to fix it. So since the early 70s, we've been producing video games that have been destroying the minds of children successfully. And yet, first time I met Mayor Daley in Chicago, he actually thought Midway was still open and Midway closed a couple of years ago. And there's a lot of major issues in Chicago. That's what's happening right now. We're just getting our asses kicked. Konami closed, we were one of the first companies to leave. And then we have something that's going to pop up eventually, EA, Chicago, which closed. And that led to the formation of another company, but we'll get to that later. Then FAFSA, not many people knew about that, but they produce a lot of cool games that people play and people got addicted to. Lots of closings. Midway failed. They became WB Games, and I'm sorry if there's any of you in the room, but I have a lot to complain about right now. Then Robomoto laid off people. And all the other companies that are open, their sales absolutely suck. Like, they're not selling games at all. We have the studio that was bought by Disney selling 400,000. So what's wrong? We're trying to do this publisher-driven model that doesn't work here in Chicago because we're very codependent. And then our local community is still exterior focused. We still look out to bring people to Chicago, and that doesn't make any sense. Why the hell would you leave Silicon Valley? It's amazing, right? Wrong. So anyway, that makes the veteran resources here absolutely scarce, which is a problem because you need people to lead these new talented people that these schools that are in Chicago are bringing out. And so, yeah. The other issue is the local community doesn't have a place to organize. We have the IGDA, which is a community of game developers in Chicago. It's an international association, but it's lame. It's absolutely lame. It organizes maybe 2 events a year, and it's time to absolutely change the way that it works. Mostly because there's a lot of talent here, a lot of schools putting out people, and I need to hire people who do this kind of stuff, and I need them to stay here and not move. So what do? We got to get rid of the old model of doing things. The way that we've done things in Chicago is, from a game industry standpoint, is absolutely broken. We're still focused on the old model of doing publisher licensed kind of video games. So let's just stop doing AAA games. And the AAA game, for those of you that don't know, is a game that has a budget of about $10 million or more and takes about 1.5 to 2 years to do. Takes a long time. The local strengths are mobile. Let's go mobile. We got Motorola here. We got US Cellular. Tons of companies that would absolutely partner with all the talent that's here. So, and the whole mobile thing's on fire. So why not just take those talents, instead of doing 1 game a year, they can do 4 or 5. And then this was an idea that I got from another game developer. Set up a vet share so that these guys aren't fighting over the veteran talent in Chicago. They're actually sharing the talent. So, step 2 is we got to reboot the local ecosystem. We need more events that are game focused, and actually tonight turns out to be pretty game focused, which is really interesting. And just get these people together, get them out of their dark cave offices and together to kind of brainstorm how to fix this. And then we need to disrupt the local IGDA with new blood, and that's actually happening, which is really interesting. It needs to be somebody who's not really involved with the old school game community, but somebody who has a passion for the industry and can help bring it forward, and that's one of the things we need to do. And then basically we need to leverage kind of like the local resources and mix the old school guys with guys like us who actually give a shit about what we're doing still. So communication's really, really important in this step. And there are schools here that are producing tons of people who really want to do games, and they'll do it for cheap too. So guys like that are coming out of Flashpoint, guys that are coming out of DePaul, specifically studying game development and really want to get involved in the trade. The other aspect is we got to fix the problem from the inside, right? So it's not a matter of going to get tax breaks, et cetera, to help fix a system that's already broken. It's about literally kind of taking charge and just changing the absolute direction of where the games industry is going. So that's what we need to do. And I can't believe it's already been 20 slides. Yeah. What other strength do we have here? We have tons of creatives. We got advertising agencies, et cetera, that have people that are producing ideas all day. Let's start to intermingle with these guys and stop trying to do, you know, fighting games and more Mortal Kombat. Sorry about that, which we've done over and over again. And you're going to learn about Mortal Kombat later tonight. And tap into those guys. Like, you know, get them involved in some standpoint. Be entrepreneurial about it, which is a lot of fun. So that's it. Thank you.